Hello and how are you? My name is Elenaru and welcome back to my channel and this video. So, totally aware that it has been some time since I last posted and I suppose I got really caught up with life. I went on holidays for 2 weeks for a girls trip for one of my mates, and then I came back and then I had a geek convention to attend, and I actually had a stall there and had my art on display, which is really cool. I did some caricatures on the spot. I didn't sell any commissions, but it was really neat to meet some other local artists in my community and to see the different ways to hold a stall and just to sort of see what the interest was for people that attend those functions, especially in the area that I live in. One of the things I got to do, my friend commissioned me to do a bunch of artworks in previous outfits that she had been in, and so this is what this time lapse is. It's the elf costume she had for one of the cosplays that she had done. So this approach was really different. I've been testing out some different techniques when it comes to my digital art. So this is more of a painterly approach, I suppose. So initially I started with a really rough sketch of where I wanted the proportions to be. And then as you can see, I've just sort of layered upon layered each section. So you can't see it in this video, but I actually had a layer for each bit. So the skin was on a layer, the hair was on a layer, the eyes were on a layer, the eyebrows were on a layer, the lips were on a layer, etc. So what I ended up doing was, instead of approaching it the way that I usually did, in the sense of drawing the outline, filling that, then adding the shading, I've actually just like blobbed the colors in. So as you saw, like completely coloring in the skin and the hair, using the sketch as a guide of the proportions, and then using a clipping mask to add in the shadows and shading where I wanted and the highlights. And I gotta say, it was a really fun process. I have seen other people use this technique before, and to do a portrait in this way, it was quite fun. Oh, as this is going through, the other thing that really took up my time was Inktober. So I participated in that, but I made a decision not to record the process because that added another complexity to actually doing that challenge that I just didn't have the energy to commit to. But I still was able to draw every single day. I did not miss a single day at all, and I was really proud of that. I did miss uploading onto my Twitter a couple of times, but I stayed true to uploading onto my Instagram and Facebook every day. There was one night I think I uploaded at 11:50 p.m, so that was a bit of a close call. But I got there in the end, and you know, it was so much fun. I did a different approach this time. I actually used the Linktober prompts, so everything to do with Legend of Zelda. And what I'll do is I'll have a separate video just going through the drawings that I did and just a little commentary on how I found each piece. And there's some of them where I'm actually pretty keen to make digital artwork, so that'll be a lot of fun. I did this, I tried to utilize a bit of a different backlight in color, because normally I just do a lighter hue of the color that I used. I thought, oh, I'll try like a sort of mystical blue color, and I kept going along and adding to the hair, and by the end of it I just didn't like it at all. So I got rid of it and just stuck to what I enjoyed using, which I think that's the tricky thing, you know. We utilize different techniques because we think that's the right thing to do because everyone else is doing it, or the more successful artists are doing it. And so it's really easy, I think, to fall into that trap, and I know that I nearly have a couple of times, because I go, oh well, such and such does it this way, so that's how I've got to do it. When in actual fact, you really don't need to do that. Go with what you really enjoy doing. Go with what you think looks good, because, well, art is subjective, and the reality is, with the number of people in the world, there's gonna be some cat that does not like what you've done. And that's okay. That's fine. I think it's really important that we enjoy the process as artists, because if it gets to that point where we're pushing ourselves in a direction that doesn't align with our creativity, you end up really getting frustrated and disliking the process. This is different to the frustration we feel when we're learning new techniques and trying to grow as an artist. I'm talking about when we either get drawn into the same thing or doing something because we think it's what's going to make us popular versus what we enjoy. But anyway, mini side rant. Yeah. Here is the final piece. Now you will see that I added a few different things in, like I've changed the shape and I've changed the size of the lips a little bit and added in clothing and the necklace that she was wearing, because initially when I presented it to my mate, she was like, she's naked, and I said, well, maybe not, she could be wearing a boob tube, but she didn't like it, which is okay. And that's part of like commission work. You'll do things and then someone's like, it's just not what I wanted. But then by just adding that little detail there for the clothing, she was really happy with it. And I really enjoyed how this one came out. It was definitely fun to use a different technique and approach an artwork differently. And it's something that I would like to use again in the future. There's things that I can see that I would like to be better in doing, you know, just with the sort of the distinct transitions from, like, you know, like the different body parts. So like trying to help make her arm stand out a little bit more so that you know it's her arm and those kinds of things. But that's stuff that comes with practice, and that's cool. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions of what you would like to see, please let me know. I'm willing to give it a go. And I will do my best to bring you another video soon. Thank you for gracing me with your presence, you fine human. And until next time, bye!